Hey everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. Today I wanted to do a quick video about something that I posted on Instagram yesterday, and that was our ghost trapezoids. Now, a couple of people were a little bit confused. They thought that maybe this was the first step and that I was going to remove all the stuff inside of here and lay in trapezoids like you might find on, say, a Gibson. Nuh-uh. This is it. This is the whole route for the inlay. And what will happen is the inlay pieces will go into this 1/16 of an inch groove here. I was also asked some questions. Do you have a template that makes that work? Yes, I do. It's this template right here. Now, one guy was like, you should sell me a copy of your template. Unless you have a beloved pin router, this template isn't going to do you one bit of good. But I have been working off and on with StewMac for a similar template that will work with their Dremel router base. And who knows, we might actually see that one day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the tool that I use with, or the template that I use with the tool that I use. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below to the video showing what I sent off to StewMac and what I think they should eventually come out with something like that. Now, I don't get $1 from StewMac. It was just an idea. I thought, hey, this is a neat thing. You guys ought to sell this. I don't make that stuff. I don't ship that stuff. I don't have an inventory of that stuff. I don't even have a machine capable of making that stuff. So this would all be something that would be dependent on StewMac, or if you guys have, if you're so smart, why don't you come up with a similar template and sell it yourself? Who knows, maybe someone's already working on that. Anyway, enough of the bullshit talk. Let me show you how to use this rig and on the beloved pin router. Okay, gang, I've got a 1/16 inch pin in my pin router and a 1/16 inch cutter in my pin router. The pin will follow the outside edge of this, this trapezoid jig. Now, you really got to be careful because you don't want it to go into the inside because there's not supposed to be anything on the inside, just wood. So all the inlay's done. Now I'm just going to mix up some epoxy with a color in it, and we're going to fill the slots. Now you don't have to use colored epoxy. You could use some of that liquid inlay stuff, or you could use crushed up pearl, or you could really use just about anything you want. Or you could use colored epoxy, which is what we're going to use for this because it's easy and I have it. And, you know, I can't give away everything, guys. You have to use your imagination for some of this stuff. So this is some medium brown. Since we're going on to maple, I thought brown would be kind of cool. And it'll probably just look black when it's done. And that's okay, because I put way too much color in this. There's no chance of it not having enough color. Right, Chris?
Yep.
And because we haven't cut the fret slots yet, because we're so clever, we don't have to worry about any of this stuff getting into the fret slot. So I can pretty much just smear this crap on here Yeah, that's going to look cool.
Do you remember the ratio?
Nope. No one's going to ask that.
No, I meant of brown.
Way too much?
Yeah.
There you go. That was even more than the last time.
Yeah.
All right, so the epoxy's all set up, and it still looks like it's got a big smear of brown on it, but I assure you, this is going to be really cool when it's all said and done. So in addition to the trapezoid shapes on my template, this template also has a very cool fret scale built in. And so we are going to use my radial arm saw to put the fret slots in it right now. Okay guys, the last step here is we're going to put the radius on the board, and then it's going to look great and be great. The jig that we've been using is 3/4 of an inch thick, and that's exactly the same thickness as the board on when we make a fender style neck, so bolts right up to our Grizzly radius sander and should work like a charm. Let's try it. Okay, so I got one more trick up my sleeve. We were able to do the inlay outlines, the ghost inlays. We're able to cut the fret slots, and we were able to put the radius on it, all without taking it off of the jig. But I got one other cool thing I'm going to show you that's neat about this jig. See these lines right here? This is the thickness of the fretboard minus 60 thousandths binding on each side for a standard Les Paul style guitar. So I'm going to set up my pin router and I'm going to buzz these off, and you're going to be amazed. All right, you might not be amazed, but... And that, as they say, is that. So what needs to happen now is this chunk here, that's the nut forward, needs to get cut off. And if you want to put this on some sort of a 22 fret guitar, you need to cut at least the 24th fret off. But that's it. So then you can bind this and fret this, or you can fret it and then bind it and do those little nubs like Gibson does. And this will be a super cool thing. So this is a piece of bird's eye maple, 10-inch radius with ghost inlays. And the reason I'm telling you guys this, because I'm giving this fretboard away to one lucky Patreon member that Mrs. Toast will select completely at random, and I will just send it out to you, because that is kind of one of the neat things that we do. And I have no idea what to do with this fretboard because we did it just for the video. So anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. If you guys have any questions about what we did in the video, or if you want to tell me that, hey, that's really awesome, and Matt, you're so handsome, I can hardly contain myself, please leave those in the comment section below. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you appreciate content like this and you want to get in on this fretboard giveaway thing, you might want to go over to our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. Even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you guys cool stuff like this. If you can't do Patreon, we totally understand. Please like and share the video everywhere you can possibly think of, especially guitar forums, because I don't go there and I've been kicked off of all the ones that I used to go to. So until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.